Hello, everybody. So I'm currently reading a book by Zig Ziglar, one of the master of sales, which goes by the name of The Secret of Closing the Sale. And so far, I have learned some invaluable lessons. One of the lessons I learned from that book is the issue of prioritizing quality over quantity. Now, Zig went to buy a bicycle for his son. He found two bicycles. The first one was $38, the second one was $68. He went ahead to buy the one for $38 because he felt it was cheaper and that bicycle was not something that you would have to spend that much on. 2 weeks later, Zeke went back to that same store asking for repair materials for that same bicycle because he developed a fault. About another 2 weeks later, he went back to that same store asking for repair materials because the bicycle kept spoiling. 6 months in, the bicycle was still in that terrible shape. But guess what happened? After 6 months, Zig decided that it was not worth it, that he needed to go ahead and buy a new bicycle. And guess the one he went for? The one that was $68. Now, at the time when he bought the one for $68, he found out that he had already spent about 50 something dollars for the first terrible one. That is both in $38 for purchase and about $20+ for repairs, which means it was a thorough waste of time. He should have just gone for the one of $68. The one of $68, on the other hand, lasted his son for 10+ years without getting any issue. The only thing they had to do was change the tires. So this taught me one very important lesson: the value of prioritizing quality over quantity. The same scenario applies in the football field, where I often play football, and there are times when we buy, for example, 3 balls. Okay, we just say, let's buy 3 balls, each of them 80,000. Most of the time, these balls end up spoiling after a month. Those 3 balls will spoil after a month. Whereas when we buy one quality ball that goes around 20,000, 25,000, that ball lasts us for months. 3 months, could be 6 months, depending on how we are willing to preserve it. Now, it shows something. Quality always trumps quantity. There are people that buy cheap clothes, cheap things, because they believe that if they buy it, they have the propensity to get better quantity, more of that type of a thing. Whereas there are those that buy little of quality, but you see that the quality things usually outlast the quantity things. So here's my word for you today. It's not every time you chase those quantities. Sometimes just go for quality.